So this is the final of the British Rallycross Series for 2023. Patrick O'Donovan, who we were just referring to, is the defending champion, and he won round 5 here yesterday. He definitely is the man to beat. He's got his dad out there as well, Ollie O'Donovan, in a Ford Fiesta, and he could get a little bit of a help from his dad. This father and son duo work very well together as a team. Ollie Bennett, a former World RX driver, is out there. Roger Thomas, the rookie. Shane Murphy, Jack Harris, ex-Hanson Motorsport car for Michael Seller. And we've also got the veteran, Steve Hill, 73 years of age, putting 1 or 2 people in this commentary box to shame. I'm sure that's worth saying.
Absolutely. I was lucky enough to co-drive a bit for Steve Hill in some rallying over the winter. Got plenty of pace in him. Has made it into this final as a reserve due to some people not making it from the semis. You can joker on the opening lap in the British Rallycross Championship as well. So some of these drivers will dive off into the joker lap at the first opportunity.
This is the big question here in the 6th round of 11 for the British Rallycross Series. Can anybody stop Patrick O'Donovan? He's the defending champion. He's fresh off the back of a victory in the European Championship. First British driver in 10 years to win on the European Championship. He's back home in front of the crowd that adore him here, I have to say. And can Patrick put it off again? He's looking for his 4th win of the season here in Lydden Hill and do the double over the weekend. We're ready to race. Watch for green, listen to the roar as O'Donovan gets a beautiful launch from pole position into the inside line and takes the early lead. His father, Ollie O'Donovan, tucks in behind him in the Ford Fiesta. It's father and son, 2 and up front for the O'Donovan family.
As you say, 1-2 for the O'Donovans at the moment. Oliver Bennett 3rd in his former World Rallycross Championship Mini. And 4th is Jake Harris in an electric Mini. You can run internal combustion engine supercars and electric supercars together in this series. Roger Thomas, though, didn't have a great start away from the line in his orange Ford Fiesta, running 5th at the moment.
Yeah, Shane Murphy and Steve Hill taking the early joker.
Patrick O'Donovan already pulling a margin, as he well should, in that Peugeot 208 WRX. Ollie O'Donovan's owned that Ford Focus for quite some time now. Still a brilliant car, but the technology is just nowhere near up with the Peugeot 208 that Patrick races in Euro RX. Big weekend for him to score a lot of points in this domestic series. He's doing a double campaign this year. Massive jump for Mike Seller in the background. Jake Harris, though, has got Roger Thomas all over the back of him through the devil's elbow.
Great racing as predicted, with 8 cars out on the track in this final.
Shane Murphy has a look up the inside of Mike Seller into North Bend hairpin. That's such a great corner in one of these cars. Oh, problem for Jake Harris. He's going to pull off into the route back to the paddock.
Look at this lead now for Patrick O'Donovan. He's 3.5 seconds clear of his father, Ollie O'Donovan, who was the champion himself in the British Rallycross Series back in 2007.
Oliver Bennett cannot find a way past Ollie O'Donovan here. Oliver Bennett's in his Mini supercar. They've put so much development work in. Pipo engine, SADEV transmission. Oh, Roger Thomas has made a mistake into the devil's elbow. Collected all up. Bennett's windscreen wiper going absolutely flat out. His visibility doesn't look great. He's very flamboyant in that car. Has a cut on the grass to the inside, looking for a way through on O'Donovan, but they're both building a gap on the cars behind. Oh, Bennett goes for the outside on O'Donovan into Paddock Bend. There's not really a way round there because it's so loose on the outside.
Joker lap for Patrick O'Donovan, which is good to see.
He's miles out in front, Patrick. David Mansfield, his spotter, sending him in when he had the opportunity. Ollie O'Donovan now the only driver not to have jokered on this 4th tour. His spotter, Alex Spencer, will send him in. Something's happened to Bennett, or has Bennett jokered and just dropped behind Shane Murphy, the Irish driver, making his 1st ever start here at Lydden Hill. It's only his 2nd ever weekend racing a supercar, so Bennett needs to get past Murphy. I think Ollie O'Donovan's got the gap to come into the joker and get back out again in 2nd position. Alex Spencer, his spotter, I'm sure will send him this time around.
There's a lovely shot of Patrick O'Donovan and his father, Ollie O'Donovan, taking the Joker lap. Has he got enough of a lead to stay ahead of Murphy and Bennett? It's a good exit from the Joker. Watch Murphy coming to the right of the screen. O'Donovan, it's going to be very close. Ollie O'Donovan tucks in behind Murphy. Murphy moves up into second position. Ollie O'Donovan has a fight now in the penultimate lap.
That was a massive lap from Murphy. Quicker than Ollie in every single sector last time around to get ahead. What a stellar job he's done in the Volkswagen Polo. That Polo was recently rebuilt by Julian Godfrey Motorsport. Julian not in this final today. Oh, Bennett's got a problem. Being passed by Steve Hill there in the background.
But it's Patrick O'Donovan that's looking good for the double here in Lydden Hill. Fresh off the back of a European Championship victory. It's going to be a massive result for Murphy, holding runner-up position with Patrick O'Donovan's father, Ollie O'Donovan, in third position. Hill 4, Bennett 5, Thomas is in 6, but it's all about Patrick O'Donovan, the defending champion, making it 2 out of 2 in Lydden Hill this weekend.
Huge result for Steve Hill if he can finish 4th as well. 4 back after damage in the second heat, then didn't make it in the semi-finals, but got through as a reserve. Up front though, Patrick O'Donovan has been peerless this weekend.
An imperious drive from Patrick O'Donovan, an emphatic victory for the British driver. Murphy will be delighted to have held on for second position. Another great result. Ollie O'Donovan in third, and Steve Hill, the 73-year-old driver, takes 4th position with a spectacular comeback on the closing laps. But the headline story is all about Patrick O'Donovan coming off the European Championship back to the British Rallycross Tour and doing the double here in Lydden Hill. The crowd love him, and this is Britain's new Rallycross star in the making. But as happy at home as he is across the tour of Europe, Patrick O'Donovan takes round 6 of the British Rallycross Tour.
Total domination this weekend, hasn't it? Massive effort from Team RX Racing to keep providing a car that's absolutely perfect every time out. Yesterday in round 5, they had quite a challenge on their hand. They haven't run this car so much in different conditions, so tough to find the optimum setup in every circumstance. But absolutely no beating him in this final, was there? It was close at the start. Bennett had a little look. That's where that damage on the rear bumper came from. Bennett tried to go around the outside, ultimately lost out to Ollie O'Donovan in that opening corner. This is Murphy, who had a lunge up the inside of Sella early on and didn't seem that relevant, did it? Jake Harris then had a problem. That cost Roger Thomas some time. There is Murphy in that gap. This is O'Donovan, Ollie, and Ollie Bennett. I think Bennett might have picked up a puncture at some point during that race, and that's why he dropped all the way down to 7th come the end. There is Patrick jokering with several laps to go, but plenty of time in hand. Such is his pace advantage. And this was the Joker merge. Very close between Murphy and O'Donovan. Murphy's done a great job this weekend. He'd be a pleasure to have back in the British Rallycross Championship at other events. And there is the puncture for Bennett. It was a puncture at the end.
Confirmation that Patrick O'Donovan takes top spots. The 19-year-old Irish and British driver is in the form of his life right now, doing the double here in Lydden Hill and doing it in emphatic style. Let's go down and hear from our winner.
Patrick, you have been in an absolute dominant weekend, 2 event wins, and to top it off, you're sharing the podium with your dad.
Yeah, no, it's really amazing, you know, like, we've had essentially a perfect weekend, you know, fastest in everything, practice, all the heats, the semis and the finals, but no, just an amazing weekend here, and to be able to share that with my dad is absolutely amazing, you know, like, didn't have the best luck yesterday, but he's here today. I can see the smile on his face, he's screaming, so it means an absolute bunch to be on here with him. So yeah, he's coming over now. Thank you. Let's go.
Well done. Fucking delighted with you. Well done. I tried to be second. The engine stalled fucking twice. Sorry. The engine stalled 2 times. Other than that, I've been 1-2, but we're 1-3. That's good. Fine. Well done.
Amazing job, Patrick. See you soon.
No worries. Thank you very much. Let's go.
Well, please accept our apologies for the enthusiastic wording there from Ollie O'Donovan, but when your son maintains the form that Patrick is putting out there right now, You can understand the emotion. Here's the confirmation. Round 6 of the British Rallycross Championship goes to Patrick O'Donovan. It's his 4th win of the season. Shane Murphy will be delighted with 2nd, Ollie O'Donovan 3rd. The veteran Steve Hill 4th. Roger Thomas, Sella, Ollie Bennett and Jack Harris making up the 8. But it's